Drive across America, and you'll quickly realize trucks aren't just machines here. They're rolling symbols of independence, grit, and economic muscle. From the never-ending interstates of the Midwest to the twisting climbs of the Rocky Mountains, semi-trucks dominate the roads like steel giants. And it's not by chance. The US is the trucking powerhouse of the world. Over 3.5 million truck drivers keep the country moving, supported by more than 13 million registered trucks. Together, they haul a staggering 72% of all freight nationwide. That's more than 11 billion tons of goods every single year. If America runs on anything, it runs on diesel. Part of this obsession is geography. The United States is a vast country, with cities spread far apart and huge swaths of rural land in between. Rail and ships play a role, but when it comes to getting goods directly to stores, factories, and homes, trucks are the lifeline. But trucking in America goes deeper than logistics. It's culture. Truck stops like the legendary Iowa 80 aren't just gas stations, they're entire worlds. Chrome shops, movie theaters, barber salons, gyms, and diners all under one roof. For truckers, they're pit stops. For fans, they're shrines. Hollywood helped too. Movies like Convoy and shows like Ice Road Truckers turn the truck driver into an American folk hero. The lone wolf on the open road, wrestling both machine and nature. Then, of course, there are the trucks themselves. Big-name brands dominate. Peterbilt, Kenworth, Freightliner, Mack, International, and their designs are unmistakable. Long hoods, towering chrome grills, growling diesel engines. Sleeper cabs the size of tiny apartments. The Peterbilt 389 especially enjoys a cult following, often compared to a Harley-Davidson, admired, customized, and worshipped. In customization, that's where American obsession shines brightest. Trucks aren't just tools, they're canvases. Rigs dripping in LED lights, chrome polished so hard it blinds in the sun, airbrushed murals, custom exhaust stacks, bullhorns bolted to the hood. At shows like the Mid-America Trucking Show in Louisville, tens of thousands gather to see rigs transformed into rolling art. Antique restorations stand beside cutting-edge tech, proof that trucking in America respects both heritage and future. Speaking of the future, America is split. On one hand, tech startups like Too Simple, Aurora, and Kodiak Robotics are pushing autonomous trucking. On the other, outdated emission standards and size regulations make US rigs bulkier and less efficient than their European cousins. It's a clash between tradition and innovation, but one thing's certain, the obsession with trucks isn't going anywhere. Now, let's get to the next country. If American trucking is about size and freedom, Japan's trucking culture is about precision and artistry, and nothing embodies that better than Dekotora, short for decoration truck. These are not just trucks, they're rolling light shows. Imagine stainless steel everywhere, chrome that gleams like a mirror, sprawling anime murals and neon lights glowing brighter than city billboards. Some Dekotora rigs cost their owners tens of thousands of dollars in upgrades. And here's the kicker. Those upgrades rarely mean more money for the driver. It's not about profit. It's about pride, expression, and identity. The roots of Dekotora trace back to the 1970s, inspired by the Toraku Yaro movie series, where heroic truckers drove flamboyant rigs. Even today, decades later, Japan's Dekotora community is alive and passionate, with truckers meeting for shows, parades, and charity runs. But Japanese trucking isn't just about flash, it's about efficiency. The country's geography, dense cities, narrow roads, and mountainous terrain forces trucks to be smaller and more maneuverable than the American long-nose rigs. That's why cab-over-engine designs dominate. By placing the cab directly above the engine, Japanese trucks maximize cargo space and make tight turns possible in cramped streets. The big four truck makers, Isuzu, Hino, Mitsubishi Fuso, and UD Trucks are masters of this design. Isuzu especially has a global reputation, with light-duty models that are legendary for running seemingly forever. Culturally, truck drivers in Japan are also seen differently than in the US. Instead of lone cowboys, they're often regarded as disciplined professionals working inside one of the most precise logistics systems on the planet. Japan's economy runs on just-in-time deliveries. Supermarkets, convenience stores, and factories depend on trucks arriving at exact times. That puts immense pressure on drivers who often operate with incredible punctuality. Technology plays a big role here too. Japanese trucks may be smaller, but they're often loaded with advanced features: digital dashboards, 360-degree camera systems, hybrid drivetrains, lane assist, and sophisticated navigation. Japan is also ahead in pushing electrification, with government incentives driving the shift toward zero-emission fleets. So, while American trucks roar down the highway with chrome and horsepower, Japanese trucks quietly and precisely weave through dense cities, sometimes looking like glowing art pieces, sometimes operating like clockwork. Now, let's take a look at the Netherlands, a small country with a huge trucking culture. Despite its size, the Netherlands is one of Europe's top transport nations. Why? Location. The port of Rotterdam, the largest in Europe, acts as the gateway for goods flowing across the continent. From Rotterdam to Germany, France, and beyond, Dutch trucks are everywhere. There are around 150,000 trucks operating in the country, many run by family-owned companies, and here's where the obsession shows. These families don't just run trucks, they pamper them. You'll often see rigs so clean and polished, they look like they just rolled off a showroom floor, even when they're hauling cargo down the motorway. Dutch trucking is as much about pride as it is about business. Trucks here are often customized with custom paint jobs, stainless steel tanks, interior leather trim, and elaborate lighting setups. Even a working rig on a rainy Tuesday might look show-ready. And when it comes to brands, the pride of the nation is DAF Trucks, headquartered in Eindhoven. Models like the DAF XF and CF are everywhere, praised for their efficiency and comfort. But Dutch drivers also love Scania and Volvo, with the Scania R-Series and Volvo FH earning cult status among enthusiasts. Truck meets and convoys across Europe often feature massive Dutch participation, with fleets arriving looking like rolling parades. Driver comfort is taken seriously. Dutch rigs often feature luxurious sleeper cabs, with full beds, fridges, mood lighting, espresso machines, leather interiors, and even gaming consoles. For many drivers, their truck isn't just a workplace, it's a second home, and it shows. Sustainability is another huge focus. Dutch law strongly encourages clean transportation. Many fleets already run on biodiesel, LNG, or hybrid systems, with electric trucks now entering daily use. The Netherlands has even built hubs specifically for zero-emission trucking. Culturally, the Dutch passion for trucks is most visible at events like the Truckstar Festival, Europe's largest truck show. Thousands of rigs compete in categories like Best Paint Job, Best Interior, or even Best Sound System. For a country of its size, the Netherlands punches far above its weight in trucking enthusiasm. Across the United States, Japan, and the Netherlands, trucks mean more than just freight. In the US, they're cultural icons of freedom, chrome, and horsepower. In Japan, they're a mix of efficiency and wild artistic expression. In the Netherlands, they're family pride, comfort, and European precision. Three very different obsessions, shaped by geography, history, and culture, but all united by one thing: a deep love for the machines that keep the world moving. And here's the fascinating part: these cultures are starting to overlap. Japanese hybrid tech is making its way into American fleets. Dutch truckers admire American-style long hoods. Truck shows in Japan are starting to resemble European festivals. The trucking world may be getting smaller, but the passion for trucks, that's only getting bigger. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for much more.